If you're scared of baking or you are planning to start baking, here are some cookie recipes that you can start with. Now, go and watch the recipes till the end. I'm about to give you some tips that's gonna help you in the long run. So, now go and watch. For the first one, we're gonna make cinnamon sugar cookies. For that, in a bowl, take half a cup of unsalted room temperature butter, and then with the help of a spatula, soft and cream the butter for a while. To that, add 1/3 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, then cream the butter and sugar with a spatula well. And crack one egg to it and incorporate the egg with the butter and sugar very evenly. Then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and mix again. Now for the dry ingredients, take a cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda each, and then sieve all this. Then add a teaspoon of cinnamon, pinch of flaky salt, mix and make a uniform cookie dough. Then chill it for 15 to 20 minutes. Meanwhile, in a small bowl, combine cinnamon and sugar for your cookie coating. Now, take 1.5 tablespoon of cookie dough for each cookie and then lightly roll the cookie dough in between your palm. Then dunk it in the cinnamon sugar mixture, coat well, then put it in your baking tray. Keep in mind that you keep 1.5 inch space in between your cookies. Now bake and cool. Then after it, your cookie should look like this. And for the test, your cookie should be slightly crunchy from the outside and chewy and fudgy from the inside. Next one is oatmeal raisin cookies. For that, take 3/4 cup of unsalted room temp butter. Then with the help of a spatula, soften and cream the butter for a while. To that, add half a cup of white sugar and mix and cream the butter and sugar thoroughly. Then crack 1 egg to it and mix nicely. To that, add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla and mix. Now for the dry ingredients, take 3/4 cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda only, 1/4 teaspoon of salt and sieve. Next, add half a cup of rolled oats and mix all this up till it's 60% done. To that, add 1/4 cup of raisin and mix thoroughly this time. Now you can chill the dough if you want to for 15 to 20 minutes, or you can go directly for the baking. In that case, take 1.5 tablespoon of your dough mixture for your each cookie and put it in your baking tray. Keep spaces in between your cookies and then bake for 15 to 20 minutes and cool for 20 minutes. After all this, your cookie is gonna look like this. Now for the taste tests, I'm gonna take this one. See, the perfectly crunchy cookies from the outside and chewy oatmeal raisin cookies from the inside. For the last one, it's my all-time favorite double chocolate cookie. For that, take a cup of unsalted room temp butter and then with the help of a spatula, soften and cream the butter well. Then add half a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of white sugar to it. Then thoroughly mix the butter and sugar and cream it till it's nicely done. It's gonna take a while, but be patient and keep doing it. Then crack 1 egg to it and 1 egg yolk. It's gonna give you the richness to your cookie. And then mix it thoroughly. Then add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla and mix again. Now for the dry ingredients, take 1.5 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Then sieve through all this. Then mix all the dry and wet ingredients up till around 70%. Now chop up some rich dark chocolate, around 50 to 55% cocoa. Then add all your chocolate chunks in your cookie dough. Then mix and incorporate everything nicely. Now for the cookie, take 1.5 tablespoons of cookie dough and put it in your baking tray. Then bake and cool. After all this, your cookie is gonna look like this. You can roll the dough for an even shape, but I'll kind of like this rusty look on it. And your cookie is done. That's it for today's video. If you are still here, congratulations. I'm about to share a few tips with you. So tip number 1, always measure your ingredients properly. Tip number 2, all your ingredients should be in the room temperature, ideally 25 to 27 kind of. Tip number 3, if you want kind of cakey cookies, slightly fudgy and chewy, then use baking powder. And if you want kind of crispy and chewy cookies, then you use baking soda. Or you can use both in moderation. Tip number 4, if your cookies are spreading too much in the oven, chill your dough right before you baking for around 15 to 20 minutes. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do not forget to hit the like button. This is gonna help the video to grow and reach out more people. So this is gonna be kind of help to me. So subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. I'll see you next week with new video. Till then,